All right, welcome back. Let's go ahead and move into support services. Mark.
Good morning, commissioners. We got a short list for you today. John Taylor's actually bringing back a topic that we discussed before, and this is the field use for the soccer players up in North Mason. And John is on. John, do you want to give an update?
Yes, sir. We've talked about it, and it seems that the best thing to do would be to withdraw the extension that we only approved through the 15th of October, and we're asking that one be approved to take it to the end of November. We're in the process now of doing a policy, which then will discuss the seasons, and they would have to go through a formal process next year to ask for an approval, because there's approximately, and this is just based on this year's prices, about $2,800 additional taking the field into November, not giving us the opportunity to prepare the field, which based on the dates, the longest would be October 15th. But of course, the season for soccer goes to the end of November. So it's kind of a touchy situation. We don't want to disapprove soccer for the kids because that's the only field up there they can use. But there's also a big cost, which I brought up to the RCO grant. If we continue to do this without the ability to prepare that field, then over time, we won't be able to use that field for baseball as well, because it'll just be so tore up, it'll be beyond repair.
Yeah, Madam Chair, I want to point out that in this situation, though, it was not soccer's mistake, it was ours. We had the wrong dates. They had already been going to that other time the last year. It was not the middle of October. So after that's been figured out and fixed, staff is recommending the full season that they had before. But with this cost, we definitely need to have conversations on how to do something like that.
Yeah, I agree. And I was wondering about the season. My granddaughter's in soccer, and it's not a short season. Mark.
Oh, you just embarrassed me, because I just realized my daughter's in soccer and I should know better. I don't.
So the thing that I think is important here is just kind of the understanding that I've got from John and his team is that when you think about it, if we're actually on the field and we're playing soccer into November, then we really lose any time for a growing season. So if the fields get tore up, there's no grass left. It turns into a little bit of a mud pit. Trying to get it ready by April of the next year when baseball wants to start doesn't give us any time to actually for the grass to grow. And now we have baseball players on it, and so we can't really go out and plant and do any type of major maintenance on that. So hopefully it won't get too bad. I think all of it is obviously dependent upon the season and what kind of weather patterns we have. And if we get a ton of rain up there and it's super wet, then soccer plays in anything, right? I mean, they'll cut it up pretty good. So just want to make sure that the commissioners understand the impact that it potentially will have next April. So I don't want us to be surprised when baseball comes out and says they're a little upset.
No, but we're limited on choices because this is what we have. Hopefully in the near future, we'll have some different, we don't have AstroTurf or anything like that like they do in South Mason. And we really should. We should have we should be, to compare the north and the south of the county, because the populations are the same for the county itself. We're done in three sections. So
yeah, I do think that that's an area that we need to definitely look into, and I think John's helping lead that direction too, looking for grants and things that can help us to make it so that the fields are very comparable. So appreciate that, John. So is this something that we need to move to the agenda?
Or do we just say do it?
Just say do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Okay, we'll do it. Thank you. And to let the board know too, John did present last Thursday the final presentation to RCO. And we'll know in 2023. So if that project goes ahead for Sand Hill, that'll be a multi-purpose field up there that we would, the project would be built in 2024. So we're working towards that. So we do have a multi-purpose field up there.
Mason County rocks, I'm telling you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So our next topic, commissioners, is we've got Kel coming in, Kel Rowan from Planning and Development, to talk about some lead pay. Kel, are you there?
I am.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Okay, I am requesting that we appoint a lead in planning. We do have a lead, Grace Miller, who has been our acting lead for several years, and she is ending her lead position at the end of December this year. She has been with us for 36 years, and she has not given me a retirement date, but I, in anticipation, would like to appoint Scott Rudy as the lead planner. So there'd be some succession planning and some overlap there until the end of the year. And then he would be our lead planner starting January 1st, 2023, and just have the single lead planning person there.
Kel, one of the things that was explained to us is that by our resolution, that position and that pay ends on December 31st.
For Grace Miller, it does.
Yes. So it's not that we're taking anything or changing anything, and it doesn't even have to be connected to retirement. It is just how that verbiage was set up, and you're
That is
replacing
correct.
with this. Okay, I'm very supportive and look forward to it.
Yep, as am I.
Okay.
And if we could just confirm that we did have that date in our, I seem to recall in one of our meetings that was on the action agenda, and we did put it as a December 31st deadline. So if we could just check and make sure that that's what we did, make sure that my memory is working like I think it might.
So, so on this one for Scott Rudy for lead pay, and also asking for it to be on the action agenda for tomorrow. And then, I don't have anything that, except through HR, that the lead pay for Grace Miller ends on December 31st. Is there something specific you're looking for on that?
I thought that when we approved the lead pay that we've started putting expiration dates, so a date certain.
And
so
we can ask Mackenzie and have her present that.
Right.
Oh, never mind. Here comes Diane.
Well, Grace would be on the list that, yes, every year, and it usually is in September because Jen brings it forward for the budget process. So Grace's would be on that list that Jen would be bringing forward, which now what will happen is she would bring forward and it would be Scott instead of Grace for 2024.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Works for
3,
me.
sorry, I skipped a year.
Works for me.
All right. Okay. So
And so you'll
on the
add
agenda
that to the,
tomorrow.
you'll have Mackenzie add that to the agenda for tomorrow.
Excellent. And that's all for me. And it looks like that's all for community development.
Wow. Quick and easy.
Yeah.
Jump right into looks like Loretta's back. Welcome back, Loretta.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you. Wading my way through all kinds of emails and phone messages and fun things. Catching up with Mike and Richard and crew. And they carried on wonderfully, of course. Makes it easy to go on vacation and much appreciated.
All right. What you got for us?
Well, first up, we have a temporary road closure, and Michael will let you know about that. We're wrapping up chip seal.
Good morning, Commissioners. We'd like to send out a notice here of Mason County Public Works is advising motorists of a scheduled daily road closure for a portion of Brockdale Road, weather permitting. The closure is scheduled for Wednesday, September 7th and Thursday, September 8th from 7 o'clock to 3:30. And that'll be from milepost 4.8, which is basically McCreevy Road. back to the state highway, milepost 6.27. Closure will allow the county crews to be able to safely perform the chip seal. We'll keep the traffic out of the way, and we'll get her done in a much quicker operation. So we will be allowing school buses, emergency vehicles, and the local access to access there. So we're asking for 2 days, but we think we can get it done in 1. So we're going to kind of back up there.
Okay, just in case.
Just in case.
Now, do we need to add this to the agenda for tomorrow also?
I believe it is on there for 2 days. For September 7th and 8th.
Oh, okay, okay,
So, yep,
perfect.
good.
Then next up, Mike's requesting a CRP number for the Shelton Valley Road culvert replacement project on Winter Creek.
Yeah, we applied for RAP funding a couple of years ago for this, and we got partial funded. And so what 2 actions here, one is to create the CRP number so that we can have a number to charge to. And the other is to, the CRAB would like us to amend the original project agreement because they have some additional funding to put on this project. So it's not fully funded completely yet, but it's getting close.
I like funding.
Mike, what's the local match on that? Where are we at about percent wise right now?
Typically, local match is 10% minimum,
Mhm.
and we're just above that.
Okay. All right, perfect.
Right.
And last up, I take off and they're finding more equipment. Sneaking more equipment purchases in here.
So last year we bought a
No.
roller and for our asphalt operations, and we had some questions about it, but in the end, we found out that the roller is a little too small for what we're trying to accomplish. It doesn't have the adjustable frequency and amplitudes, and it doesn't have the adjustments that it needs to be. So we went back to Pape and said we need something better, and they came up with this roller. And with Pete and wheeling and dealing, they came up with that they would actually honor the monies that we have already spent for the previous roller. They'd give us some matching monies for that. So they want about 57,000. They're going to give us 27,000 for our trade-in, and so our balance would be about 29,000, just over 29,000 to be able to upgrade this to a 4-ton dual vibrating drum roller. So we'll be in better shape.
Madam Chair, may I?
Mhm.
Mike, I knew you were going to say that. I dig you, brother. I'm just saying, I like it. That's how I love to see it done. And I knew you were going to say that because I knew you were going to work it to the end. Good job.
Pete and Jeremy, they've been wheeling, been really checking out equipment and stuff. It's hard to get and it's hard to find. So
I love this about us. This makes me smile.
Well, they love the hunt and they love the wheeling and dealing as well. So that's 90% of the battle, right?
What about the trailer? We have a trailer big enough to haul it?
Right. Yes, we do.
That's good. Okay.
Hopefully you're still looking at the pieces or considering the pieces for utilities.
They're on the hunt for those too.
Sounds fun. Proud of you. You know, it used to be when I heard equipment, I got scared. Now I can't wait to hear what they're going to come up with.
Okay, now the challenge is on. We're going to come up with a curveball.
Oh, let's not. Let's not.
Well, that's all that we have, commissioners, this morning. Definitely some follow-up items that we have for commissioner requests. So we're working those and we'll bring those back here next go around. We've got some drainage things, some utility estimates, and sign requests and all kinds of fun things. Mike went out and took a look with, I think, Dave and Jeremy, or maybe Jeremy, at a crosswalk request. Anyway, lots of commissioner and citizen follow-up items that we've been working.
All right, appreciate that a lot. And could you check to see that we have a list of places for electronics to be recycled?
Oh, yes.
On our website.
Yes. A quick caution on that, Commissioner Trask, is that those things change so frequently. They pop up and then all of a sudden 6 months later, they aren't recycling them any longer. But so it'll be a maintenance issue for sure on our end to make sure that we're keeping current with recycling locations. But yes.
But at the same time, the one thing about websites, they're not, set in stone. They can be changed, and we have staff that can do that. So
for sure.
I would appreciate if you would, recognize the request that she's asking, just have it put on, and when it moves, we take it off. The same thing for the emergency contact information for the sewers and stuff. And if we need to talk a little more as commissioners to make sure our IT staff understands the importance of these things, let us know. But I definitely think we have to have those numbers available to the public right where they need them, right in the front.
Yeah. And we've had no issue with IT being responsive. So they understand the importance. They've been fantastic.
They always are.
Yeah,
Yep.
They're right on top. So
Yes, they are. They just need the information.
that's right. Yep. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
The more we can help our constituents with information right off the cuff, the better Mason County functions.
Well, sometimes that's what our job becomes, and it should be a little easier when we have a hard time finding the number too, and it doesn't exist on the websites, and it's a Sunday, and
Right.
who are we going to call?
Yep.
Yeah. So.
Yep.
Yeah, and I will double check, but I thought that was posted up before vacation. I think Justin and Richard got right on that.
Good.
Yeah.
I haven't checked. I will.
All right. Commissioner, do you have anything for them?
No, but she has my request for information that I need, and I'm sure you get it to me. I just didn't want you working on it while you were gone. So I appreciate all the extra work there.
No problem.
No, I think we kept them busy even while she was on vacation. So they did a great job.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, Mike and Richard and team were carrying on just perfectly. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you. All right. Well, we're down to commissioner discussion. And you have anything?
No, we took care of it. Well, let's give some credit due here to Mary, Nicole, Mark Neary, our staff, and the people we brought in. I got to tell you, I cannot remember a better time in this county, as we've gone through some difficult stuff over the years, to where our negotiations were able to take care of our employees well, and at the same time feel like we're very comfortable in taking care of the citizens on what's expected of us. Our staff is doing excellent, and I wanted just to give a shout out to them because I feel really comfortable in that room with the people we have.
Yeah, I think it's exciting to see the direction that Mason County is headed, and couldn't always speak so highly of all of our staff. I think that they're amazing. They really are. All right. Anybody have anything else?
Madam Chair, I move we adjourn.
All right. We are adjourned. Have a good day. We'll see you tomorrow.